song for years, but I never actually made the connection, and now I do. A lot of the songs that I sing are actually propaganda songs that were sung in America for the raising of money to fight the British back in Ireland. We had several attempts at getting the British out during the 19th century, and we didn't succeed until 1920. And it's arguable that we still haven't succeeded because they still occupy six counties in Ireland. I am not a terrorist, and I don't support the IRA, by the way. So, well, not in its not in its present form, anyway. But this song is about a guy who got evicted from his farm, and what he did about it. Your lands that have your liberty, I hope you will draw near, and likewise pay attention to the few lines I have here. I'm here alone, far from my home, from the land I do adore, where both night and day I pine away, since I left the Shamrock shore. Now the day of our eviction, sure it was a dreadful sight. The landlords and the sheriffs came, all along with all of their might. They knocked my roof and windows, and they put us all to flight, and they left us there out behind the ditch on a cold and winter's night. Well, me father and me mother too, sure they died the following day, and after I had buried them, sure I swore without delay I would kill the man who took my land and caused my sad downfall. I would him shoot before I'd go and leave old Donegal. Now when this was done, I then rode on, but I chanced to look behind. A policeman was pursuing me on a horse more swift than the wind. Come, stand your ground, young man, he said, you will not escape from me. For I saw you shoot that landlord dead from behind the old oak tree. Well, I told him how he had used us with a heart as hard as steel, and how he put my family out into an open field. 3 times I asked him to pass me by, but this he would not do. So I gave a shout for liberty, and I boldly shot him too. Well, me name is Pat McGuire, I'm a stout young Irish blade. I am one of Molly's darling sons who never was afraid. And if every man in Paddy's land, he would do the same as me, we'd be rid of the cursed landlords, and old Ireland would set free. Thank you. So you can gather that after he left Ireland, in actual fact, the Molly McGuires were a group of people. They were Irish people who formed to fight the British. No, they were formed in Ireland, and they fought. They were basically, you know, uprising against the British. And then when they left and went to America because of the famine and also through losing battles against the British, they reformed in America as an underground secret movement in the Union in the mines. So that's where the Molly McGuires came from.
You might think they fought all the time, the Irish. Well, they did. But back in very, very old times, going back into, you know, thousands of years ago, that was the one thing they loved to do, was fight, because there was hundreds of kingdoms within the small country of Ireland. So they raided each other, and they fought with each other. And if you look at the chronological history of them, it's unbelievable. I mean, you know, it was the 2 of the 3 sons were killed, and the father was killed, and this goes on generation after generation. Until the British came along, well, actually the Normans came first in
1014.
1014, was it? Okay.
That was the Vikings, sorry.
No, it was
the Vikings.
It was
Brian Boru and the Vikings was
about
1014.
1160
about 8
or something,
years
I think
later.
it was. They came into Ireland, then it was like about 800 years of repression, and that's why there was so many fights and rebellions that occurred over there. And it seemed like I think if you go back in history, it was like every 50 years there was a rebellion in Ireland against the British or the powers to be, whoever they were at the time. What happened with the Normans? When the Normans first came into Ireland, they were the conquerors, but they gradually assimilated with the people, and they became more Irish than the people who were there.
Like John Fitzgerald, Kennedy Fitzgerald.
Because they were Catholics and they didn't change.
Norman